It's me, Anyango, hoping that you are healthy, wealthy, and free and loving your life. There's always a choice. There's always a choice. Even when you're saying that you're not doing something, even when you're saying that I'm not doing anything, there is no such thing as neutrality in this world. And it's kind of a difficult concept to come to terms with, especially when we're in this easy mode, or when you're at a stage in life when you're not really taking things too seriously. There's always a choice. Even when you're not doing what you should be doing, you have chosen to not do it. And it is your choice. It is my choice. I have decided not to do it. I think I got this, I know it was from a movie or from a film, and I believe it was from Good Girls, for those who've watched Good Girls. I'm not sure, but I believe it is from there. And if I could give a quick recap, this group of, three friends, two who happen to be sisters and one good friend of theirs, who have now grown up. They've been friends since they were kids, and they've now grown up and they're older and not really where they want to be in life, these three women. And they're broke, they want money, they need money, and they decide to rob a grocery store. And they happen to get away with it. And then from there, it's just a downward spiral into crazy, crazy stuff. There are 3 seasons in. I binge watched it, I think in like 3 days. It's really good. It's actually really good, really full of drama. And the thing is that even in their doing this, it was a choice that they made. Even if they would in the end say that I needed the stuff, or circumstances forced us into this situation, in the end it was a choice. In the end it is a choice. Any challenge that is presented to you, any challenge that is presented to me is or becomes a choice that I need to make. Any challenge that comes before me, even if it's something playful, like me in these videos that I've put myself in, I've made this situation for myself, this challenge for myself. Now I must complete this challenge. I must ensure that I complete these 90 videos in whatever number of days that I've done them, because it hasn't been in 90 days. It's been more than 90 days, but the idea is that I complete them when they should be done. And it comes down to even the smallest thing. When I decide that I am going to not to put my room in order, for example, and just leave things as they are, it's a choice that I've made. I cannot blame it on time or circumstance or anything else. And if we bring it down to just a general sense, character. I think I love the idea of character because it simplifies everything in a sense, because when you've chosen a certain character that you want to have, that you want to live by, that you want to embody, and you decide that this is exactly who I want to be, and I've mentioned before, it kind of makes everything else easier. It makes everything else that you're doing simpler. Your decisions become simpler because of this first choice, this foundational choice, because this is something that comes to your bases, and then everything else is built on top of it. So for example, my job contract is actually ending, okay? And there are certain things that I need to return to the office, that I need to give back to them, okay? And they don't really keep track of all of these things. They don't keep track of everything that's there. So there's certain things that I could just pick and go with, and they won't even notice. So what character have I chosen to have that would either let me do this or not do it? What character is this? Have I chosen to be honest? If I have chosen to be an honest person, then I know that I will tell myself, no, we're not going to do this. We're not going to pick this because it's not ours. If we're given the permission to, then okay. But it needs to be an honest decision. Honesty equals openness, right? And if once you've made this decision, or once this has been decided, then you can easily, it makes it easy for you because I've already said that I'm going to be honest and therefore I will not do this. And clearly, this does not mean that such situations will not come up in life where you need to make the choice, right? The fight with the inner you, with your inner voice and inner conversations, as I had in a video today or audio that I was listening to, is constant until the day you die. It's a consistent fight that we will continue to have until the day we die. The choice to do something as opposed to not doing it, or not do something as opposed to doing it. It will happen every day in everything that we do. I was feeling really tired today when I just got back from work, and I thought to myself, okay, do I really want to make this video? Maybe I could just skip it for today. But I have said that I need to get these videos done. I need to get them done. And so I must do it. Just sit down and get it done with. It makes decisions easier. And once you realize that everything is a decision, it doesn't necessarily make life easier, and this is sad. It makes it simple. Yeah, it doesn't make it easy, but it makes it simple. So it's not easy to make these decisions, which we might always fail in. Decision not to get angry at a person, decision to eat the right thing, decision not to procrastinate, decision to apply for that job, decision to complete a project or complete a task, decision to not sleep late. This is personal. Decision to not watch a particular film at a time because there's something else you should be doing. So this is a decision not to do something, or do something else, or do the right thing. It's not easy, especially when you really want to do it. It is not easy. But then you realize that you must, that I must, that I have to do it. There's always a choice. And at the end of the day, at the end of the deed, at the end of whatever action it is, I am left with this knowing and this understanding that what has happened is based on what I decided to do. The fact that I'm now rushing in the morning and have a million things to do is the consequence of actions not taken when they were meant to be taken. Is a consequence of me not having strong enough willpower to do what I should do when I've planned to do it. It's the constipation of my actions. It's the consequences of your actions, of my actions. And I can blame nobody else for it. And then now comes a choice of, then what do I choose to do? How do I want to feel at the end of the day? And if I want to feel good and accomplished and happy, then what should I be doing now? Right? It doesn't have to be what do I want to do in my life in the next 20 years. Remember yesterday's video or the previous video is about how am I messing up my life? And then how, what am I doing in small baby steps to fix this? So what can I do right now to ensure that I will go to sleep a little bit happier, a little bit easier, feeling a little bit more confident and rested and peaceful with myself internally. It's an internal thing, it's a personal thing. It cannot be that I'm looking or searching for this for somebody else. No, it's for me. It's for me, and I need to be okay with it. So it'll come in stages and waves and cycles and all sorts of things. But at the end of the day, how am I feeling about myself? How are you feeling about yourself? And there's always a feeling. Once you realize that it is a decision that you've made, then there will always be a feeling at the end of the day. Some sort, some kind, but the feeling will be there. Right? Okay. So that's the gem for the day, to realize that everything is a choice. It's always a choice to do or not to do, to be or not to be. That is the question. So what have you decided to be today? Okay, I'm gonna see you in the next video. I hope this is a little bit of a reality check, but I think even I need to remind myself of this once in a while. Alright, see you in the next video.